Okay, we got the slots cut in, both the cross slide and the compound. Now we got to do the holes, the mounting holes. So we'll put that in here. Well, first I'm going to pick up back edge and then edge again. I got to lower it down first. Move the tripod just a tish off a little bit. A tish more, huh? There we go. Should be good now. Alright, we're going to crank this down so we can put a drill chuck in. Okay, that should be good. Get in there well. Put that away, since I had a hard time finding one. Okay, half-inch collet. Edge finder. You know, I should just save the back jaw location. I should be able to do that on this readout. This readout actually does a lot more than what I use it for. All right. Unlock Y. Bring her back and. Nope. There. Crank her back till she touches. Right there. Okay, 0 my Y, move it 100. Okay, 0. So now we're on spindle is on center line is on the back jaw. Move out here. Part back in, bring the spindle down, one more touch. Right there, 0 by X, move 100. Zero it again, put this on 0. Okay, now we're sitting on the back corner. Now, get the dimensions. The dimensions for that are 7/16, so it'll be 437. Oh, I gotta get that. Hello. Nobody there. Didn't want to talk to me. All right, 437. Oops. 437. Actually 437.5, but 437. And 1 11/16 from here over. Okay. 1 11/16. 687. 1 inch 687. And 87. Okay, I want to get these kind of close because they're going to they're gonna, when I do the saddle, I'm gonna go to the same dimensions. That'll determine if it's square, straight on the saddle. So that's right where I got her scribed. Move this parallel over before I forget. Now I need to decide what type of screw I want to put in there. They're calling out to make a couple of screws, and I'm thinking I'm going to put flush head screws in. And if I put flush head screws in, I'm thinking about going with number 10s. And I don't have any. I have one number 10 flush head screw. So if I do a counter bore, I want to see how thick this head is on these. I might be able to use these if I take and mill it down and put a different screwdriver slot in them. I'm looking for my calipers. Let me guess, this works right where it's supposed to be. Yep. So now these screws would work if I did a counter bore. They're 1032s. Counter bore would have to be a 3/8 counter bore, 3/8 diameter, and I'd only go an 1/8 inch deep with the counter bore. What is the head size on a number 10 counter bore tool? Less than. Yeah, see, that's only 320, and I could take and turn these down though too a little bit instead of having hex. And if I did that, it would work. They would work. So it would mean taking these screws and turning the hex off, but using the screwdriver only. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use just a regular number 10 counter bore tool. All right. Let's see what you're seeing here. Back up a little bit. I just wanted to be able to see what I do up here. All right. So now I'm going to put a drill chuck in. Medium-sized drill chuck. Tighten that up and get these screws out of here before I tip them over, and then they'll be spread all over. All right. So we want a clearance for a number 10 screw there. So we want 187. Drill. Go right to the major diameter, and we want a center drill. This one will work. All right, so here we go. Oh, and this drill is a dreamer. This is a dreamer drill. And if you don't know what a dreamer drill is, it looks like a regular drill, except that it has an extra margin in the back, which It basically reams the hole up to size. So they're actually pretty nice drills. They drill nice holes usually if they're sharp. We'll see. Yep, I'm gonna have to drop it a little bit. Dropped it about 100 thou. Ooh. All right. Now we'll put the countersink tool, or counter bore tool in, all the way up in the chuck. So it's bottomed out in the chuck. And we'll bring this down until she touches. I'll turn this up. I'm going to get a Joe block. This is a Joe block that I used for this. Stick that in there. And crank that up tight. Up tight against that. Lock it in position. Okay, raise it up, and I'm going to raise my knee up 125 thousandths now. 125. All right. Now we come back down. It'll be an 1/8 inch. Actually, shift low. Tighten that up. Was I going in reverse the first time? I thought I was. There's 1/8 inch deep. Okay. Now I come over to this side and do the same thing over here. So how far over do I gotta go? Let's see, I should put them both the same amount over. So give me a pencil here and I'll figure this out. So we got pen is destined for the garbage can there. All right, 1 inch 875. Then we subtracted 437 and another 437. So that would be 8, 3, 4. All right, my brain's not working. So it's 1 inch 438 from here to there, and 437, so it'll be 1 inch in between them. should probably put my safety glasses on. I'm gonna get a, well, here, I'll grab my helpers real quick. Set it at 1 inch and just see if that looks like about where I got it scribed. So there, yep. All right. So now, to center drill and drill, we take this block out. And we move in 1 inch. I'm gonna actually move in 1 inch 437. Correct? It's not on the mark. Not what I want. It's not what I want there. Why is that? Let's see. Oh, because one side they're calling out 3/8. So subtract 375 from that. So that would be 3, 6. Okay, just got to go another 63 thou. So 63. And 63. So I crank it in 1 inch 500. So it's actually 1 inch 63 between them. Come down to my scribe right now. Yep. Shift back to high. The reel wasn't in there correct. I didn't allow myself a lot of room there. Okay, put this cutting tool in all the way up against the shift low. Put the block in. Okay, that's one down. Before I do the second one, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to flip you around, and we're going to go on the lathe, and we're going to turn down a couple of those screws, turn down the heads, and see what we get. Okay, so basically I'm just going to turn you around here. You can see what I'm doing. And we'll change collets here. that in the material drawer. Take that out. We want a 3/16 collet. And it's way down here. 3/16 screw in there. It was too tight. Too tight. There we go. Lathe hasn't been running. You know the procedure. Go to C1. Run it a little bit. This is just a jog button here. Get the oil circulating around the ears. Alright, now we'll shift her to 1,000. That's good. And we're going to come over, we're just going to turn the hex off of these screws. How much further do I got to go? That's pretty close right there, just a little bit more. And then I'm going to turn the face of it off a little bit. And now we have a screw. I could go a little more on that face, but let's just see what it looks like in here. Oh, that looks plenty good. Matter of fact, we wouldn't have had to go 125 deep on the counterbore. We could have went just 100th how deep. Let's see what I ended up on this screw. I ended up with it, yeah, 95 thou only tall. That'll work. That'll work just like 10 of them. And how much do I got sticking out? Do I got to face them off? Yeah, I might have to face off the back side a little bit. That's no big deal. I can do that. So. Alright, so let's do the second one here. Same way as I did this one. Alright, do the same thing to the second one here. Parallel in here. Brush this way. Okay, center row. Shift your backing tie. Take the block out. Now, we have the compounds to do, and they only have one hole in them. They have one hole, and we'll put the 1/2 inch in the slot toward the back. I think. Let's look where they're dimensioned to. They have one hole. Let's turn it around. Yep, turn it around. They got it dimensioned this way. So it's 1 1/4 inch from the end over, so I'll change that to 250. And from here